Okay. Gabriel. Thalamide synthesis is very important. See, Gabriel is the name. Thalamide. So here starting reactant is thalamide. You know very well. Thalamide. Benzene ring. C double bond O. C double bond O. NH. Cyclic amide is called thalamide. This thalamide, see, this nitrogen having one hydrogen atom is there. It is active hydrogen. It reacts with base. React with base means you have to react with KOH. K plus and OH minus. This OH minus abstract this proton. Okay, forms C double bond O N K. This is called potassium. Salts of thalamide. Potassium salts of thalamide. Okay, this react with C. Once you observe it is nature. Earlier it is covalent nature. Now it becomes ionic nature. What is our potassium having positive charge? Nitrogen having negative charge. Okay, this salt react with alkyl halides. Reacts with alkyl halides, undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction. This X minus will come outside. Loss of Kx. Then we are getting the product is alkyl substituted thalamide. Alkyl substituted thalamide. This alkyl substituted thalamide on hydrolysis. On hydrolysis, the presence of base, either sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. Here, this C double bond O N, C double bond O N, that bond will break to gives Na. Sodium salts of phthalic acid plus RNH2. Primary amines only we are getting. So this reaction is known as Gabriel thalamide synthesis. This reaction is known as a Gabriel thalamide synthesis. This is very important one. See, once again I am explaining thalamide. Thalamide means you know very well phthalic anhydride. The phthalic anhydride, that oxygen place what came on, nitrogen is present, NH group. Then it is called thalamide. This phthalimide initially treated with base. Then we are getting salt, potassium salts of phthalimide. But potassium salts of phthalimide means nitrogen having negative charge. Negative charge is present means it acts as a nucleophile. Then it undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction with alkyl halides. Then we are getting N-alkyl or alkyl substituted phthalimide or N-alkyl phthalimide. N-alkyl phthalimide or alkyl substituted phthalimide we are getting. NR. This compound we are doing hydrolysis in basic medium. Then we are getting sodium salts of phthalic acid. Sodium salts of phthalic acid plus R and H2. Then this is R means any alkyl group. Means we are getting primary amines. So in this method we can prepare only primary amines. Okay. This R equal to CH3. This R equal to CH3. That X is equal to chlorine. Then what happens now? Loss of potassium chloride. Then we are getting methyl substituted phthalimide. This R place which group I am taking? CH3 group I am taking. CH3. Let's see. CH3. Okay. NCH3. Methyl substituted phthalimide we are getting. This R equal to CH3. Then what is the product? CH3 bond NH2. This is methylamine or methanamine. Methanamine is the product. Okay, so note here one very important point. Note in this method. Aniline. Aniline means what, ma? Aromatic primary amine. Aniline is nothing but aromatic primary amine. Cannot be synthesized. Cannot be synthesized because of steric effect. Because of steric effects and because of aryl halides. Does not undergoes nucleophilic substitution reactions. Does not undergoes nucleophilic substitution reaction. Means this aryl halides formula is what, man? Alex. This halogen is attached to sp3 carbon. So sp2 carbon. Halogen is attached to sp2 carbon. So the halogen is attached to sp2 carbon. Their nucleophilic substitution reactions rate is very less when compared with alkyl halides. In alkyl halides, carbon hybridization is sp3 carbon. That's why alkyl halides most reactive in nucleophilic substitution reactions when compared with the aryl halides. That's why in this method, aniline we cannot be synthesized because aniline is aromatic primary amine. Do you want to synthesize aromatic primary amine? Means this potassium N substituted. This potassium salts of phthalimide does not react with chlorobenzene or bromobenzene or iodobenzene because aryl halides are very less reactive in nucleophilic substitution reactions. Is very important. So in Gabriel phthalimide synthesis we can synthesize aliphatic primary amines only. This method is not possible to synthesize aromatic primary amines because aryl halides does not undergoes nucleophilic substitution reactions. Aryl halides does not undergoes nucleophilic substitution reactions. Is very important. Okay, let's see. See this. For example, this place, alkyl halide place, you take aryl halides, chlorobenzene. This place, you take chloromethane. This halogen attached carbon is sp2 carbon. This is sp3 carbon. It is a nucleophile. So aryl halides are less reactive in nucleophilic substitution reaction. That's why here no reaction, because aryl halides less reactive in nucleophilic substitution reaction. But in alkyl halides are highly reactive in nucleophilic substitution reaction. We are getting methyl substituted pharamide. After further hydrolysis, we are getting primary amines. So that is very, very important. That's why Gabriel Thalmide synthesis, we cannot synthesize aromatic primary amines. Aniline is not possible. Aniline synthesis is not possible. Okay, clear? Okay, ma. Next. Next, one more preparation method is there. Already that preparation method we have discussed earlier in carbonyl compounds chapter. Okay, let's see once again. I will explain that. From carbonyl compounds. From carbonyl compounds. Okay, we know very well carbonyl compounds means C double bond O group is present. This is the general representation of carbonyl compounds. Both sides alkyl groups are present. Those are called ketones. One alkyl group, one hydrogen is present. Those are called aldehydes. This carbonyl compounds reacts with ammonia. They undergoes nucleophilic addition followed by elimination reaction, loss of water molecule. Then we are getting NH, imines. This imine means carbon and nitrogen double bond is present. Such compounds are called imines. The double bond, do you want to convert it into single bonds, means you have to treat with any reducing agent. Hydrogen, you treat it with you have to add addition of hydrogens in the presence of nickel catalyst, nickel or platinum or palladium catalyst. Then one hydrogen atom is adding it here, another hydrogen atom is adding it here. Then CH bond NH2. Primary amine. We are getting primary amines. Okay. See, carbonyl compounds treated with ammonia forms imines. The imines are undergoes reduction with hydrogen in the presence of nickel or platinum. Then we are getting primary amines. We are getting a primary amines. The same way, the carbonyl compounds reacts with primary amines. Means loss of water molecule. This oxygen 2 hydrogen atom they lost. C double bond N bond R means N substituted amines. N substituted amines we are getting. This is on reduction with hydrogen in the presence of nickel or platinum. Nickel or platinum, then this double bond converted into single bond. CH bond NH R means R is any alkyl group. Then we are getting secondary amines. So carbonyl compounds undergoes nucleophilic addition followed by elimination with primary amines. Then we are getting nitrogen substituted or N-alkyl amines. N-alkyl amines. This N-alkyl amines on reduction with hydrogen in the presence of nickel or platinum catalyst, then we are getting secondary amines. We are getting a secondary amines. Okay. So like that we are preparing primary and secondary amines from carbonyl compounds. Primary and secondary amines from carbonyl compounds. Okay, clear? Now tell me, anybody have doubt? For both reactions, Gabriel phthalimide synthesis and this from carbonyl compounds converted into primary amines as well as secondary amines reaction. Anybody have doubt? Is it clear? Now the total preparation methods of amines, aromatic amines, aromatic primary amines and aliphatic primary amines and secondary amines completed. Now we will discuss about physical properties of amines and chemical properties of amines are present. Okay, clear? Let's see physical properties of amines. Okay, ma'am. Let's listen, ma, students. If you have anybody have doubts and assignment questions or problems, if you are feeling anybody have doubt, means immediately send that question through WhatsApp. I will give reply. I will write proper answer and I will send that answer. Okay. Let's see physical properties of amines. Okay. Physical properties of amines. First, we'll discuss about that aniline. Aniline physical properties we'll discuss. See, aniline is aromatic primary amine. Aniline is a aromatic primary amine. It is a colorless, odorless liquid. Okay, it is a colorless, odorless liquid and slightly soluble in water. Slightly soluble in water and more soluble in organic solvents. More soluble in organic solvents. But sometimes aniline, because aniline is important aromatic primary amine, that chemical is present in our chemistry lab. But once you are observed that chemical, its color is appearing as but aniline appears light oxidation, with atmospheric air. Due to oxidation with the atmospheric air. So in atmospheric air, oxygen is present. That oxygen oxidizes aniline into nitrobenzene. Generally, nitrobenzene is yellow color or brown color liquid one. That's why generally aniline we are keeping in outside. Just externally in atmosphere, room temperature, just we kept in outside, then it's converted into light brown color because of oxidation with atmospheric air. Oxidation with the atmospheric air. Is it clear? This is the physical properties of aniline. So aniline is a aromatic primary amine, is readily soluble in organic solvents but slightly soluble in water. Is a generally aniline is a colorless and odorless liquid. Colorless, odorless liquid. Its density is more than water. Generally, its density is more than water. Its density is more than water. Let's see. Next, aliphatic amines. Aliphatic amines. In aliphatic amines, first 1 to 3 carbon atoms. Below 3 carbons exist in gaseous state. Exist in a gaseous state, and above 3 carbon atoms exist in liquid state. Liquid state, and higher carbon atoms exist in solid state. Higher carbon atoms exist in a solid state. Okay, is it clear? Now see that aliphatic amines, very less carbon atoms present, then they are soluble in water. Generally, primary amines are more soluble. Primary amines more soluble in water. Primary amines are more soluble in water than secondary amines. Tertiary amines are insoluble because primary amines forms more intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. Sir, forms more intermolecular hydrogen bonding with the water when compared with secondary amines. When compared with tertiary amines, generally tertiary amines, there is no active hydrogen at nitrogen atom. Hence, tertiary amines does not form any intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water. But primary amines, there 2 hydrogen atoms are there. That's why primary amines forms more intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water when compared with secondary amines. Because secondary amines at nitrogen atom, 1 hydrogen is present. 1 hydrogen is present, or 1 hydrogen atom is present. Okay, let's see that intermolecular hydrogen bonding in primary amines structures. For example, primary amine RMNH2. Here hydrogen is more electropositive when compared with nitrogen. This electropositive is abstracted with water molecule. Forms one intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Again here nitrogen is more electronegative. It is also can form hydrogen bonding with hydrogen atom in water molecule. And this hydrogen atom is present on nitrogen. It also can form intermolecular hydrogen bonding. See how many intermolecular hydrogen bonds are formed at one NH2 group or primary amine. 1, 2, 3 intermolecular hydrogen bonds are formed. Again, it will be continuous. RNH2. Then this hydrogen again forms intermolecular hydrogen bonds with water molecule. So like that, more intermolecular hydrogen bondings are possible in primary amines when compared with secondary, when compared with tertiary amines. That's why primary amines are more soluble when compared with the secondary amines and compared with tertiary amines. Due to that reason only, primary amines in isomeric amines means the amines which are having same molecular formula but they have contains functional group. One contains primary amine, another contains secondary amine, another contains tertiary amine, in which primary amines having more boiling points when compared with secondary amines, when compared with the tertiary amines. What is the reason why primary amines having more boiling points when compared with secondary as well as tertiary, even though they are having similar molecular weights? Because of primary amines can able to form more intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water when compared with secondary than tertiary. That is the reason. So due to that reason, the boiling point orders. Primary amines more than secondary amines and then tertiary amine in isomeric alkyl groups, in isomeric alkanes. Isomeric amines. Let's see example. For example, minimum two forms primary, secondary and tertiary amines. Isomeric isomers means minimum 3 carbon atoms are required. For example, 3 carbon atoms containing primary amine formula is CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond NH2. Okay, what is this IUPAC name? Prop. All are single bonds. Prop plus AN. You have to remove E and add AMINE. Propanamine. This propanamine having more boiling point when compared with bond CH3. What is this IUPAC name of the secondary amine? Here longest carbons and 2 carbon atoms are present. One is less carbon atoms were considered as a substance that is attached to the nitrogen. Hence its IUPAC name is N-methyl ethanamine. N-methyl ethanamine. Okay, it having less boiling point when compared with propanamine. Next. See, here 3 carbon atoms for nitrogen. Hydrogen atoms all are same. Number of carbon atoms, hydrogen atoms and nitrogen. And this also. But what is that? This is primary amine, this is secondary amine, one more is tertiary amine. CH3 bond N bond CH3 bond CH3. This is tertiary amine. These all, this primary, secondary and tertiary amine all are having same molecular formula. But this is here functional group is primary amine, here functional group is secondary amine, here functional group is tertiary amine. That's why primary, secondary and tertiary amines are the functional group isomers. Those are the functional group isomers. In that Primary amines having more boiling points when compared with secondary amine, when compared with the tertiary amine. Propanamine, N-methyl ethanamine. Its IUPAC name is N-comma and dimethyl methanamine. These are the IUPAC names also written. This is the boiling point order. It's very important. Okay, students. Generally, boiling points of alcohols more than primary amines and then secondary amine and then tertiary amines. Why alcohols having more boiling points when compared with amines? In amines, primary is always more when compared with secondary, when compared with tertiary. If you are compared that same similar molecular weights containing alcohol is there as well as amines present. In that, alcohols always having more boiling points when compared with amines. What is the reason? Because alcohols means oxygen atom is there more electronegative. It can form strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding with water when compared with nitrogen. So that's why due to that reason only alcohols having more boiling points when compared with amines. In that amines always primary is more than secondary and then tertiary. This is also very important objective orientation either NEET or JEE and CET examination. Mostly in CET examination this kind of questions they are asking. Boiling points comparison and all. Okay, these are the physical properties of amines. Physical properties of amines. Let's see chemical properties. Okay, clear for all? Once again, just to check, 2 minutes. Okay, clear? Let's see chemical properties. Chemical properties of amines. Okay. See here already we have discussed earlier alcohols, phenols having acidic nature. That acidic nature already we are compared with carboxylic acids. Generally carboxylic acids are more acidic when compared with phenol, when compared with the alcohols, aliphatic alcohols. Now amines. What is the nature of amines? Generally amines having basic nature. Amines having a basic nature. So first we will discuss about that. Some chemical properties relatedly explains the basic nature of amines. So let's see basic nature of amines. Okay. basic nature or basic character of amines. Generally, why amines having basic nature? Once you observe the structure of amines, RNH2. The nitrogen contains lone pair electrons are present. So, any molecule having lone pairs means what is the nature? According to Lewis acid base theory, they having means electron pair donor is Lewis base. Electron pair acceptor is a Lewis acid. Electron pair acceptor is Lewis acid. So, the nitrogens contain nitrogen having lone pairs present, hence they having basic character, having a basic character. So, the basic nature of amines is due to presence of lone pair electrons on nitrogen atom. On nitrogen atom. Okay, that is the first point. The second point, amines. These amines generally bases reacts with the acids. So I said nitrogen having lone pairs, that lone pairs they can readily donate with some other electron deficient molecules, then they act as a Lewis bases acid. And this amines, one more character is there. The amines having basic nature means they immediately react with acids. They react with hydrogen halides. What is the nature of hydrogen halides? Hydrogen halides having acidic nature already we have discussed, because they are ready to give H plus ions. When the hydrogen and halogen bond will break heterolytically, they give H plus ions very fast. That's why Hi is more acidic than HBr and then HCl and then HF. That acidic nature we are explained based on their bond dissociation energy. Based on their bond dissociation energy, where X may be iodine or bromine or chlorine. So Hi is highly reactive, or any hydrogen halides. Hydrogen halides.